G'day guys, and welcome back to the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I am going to jump straight back into this, because why not? It's been an interesting ride, and I want to see how this all goes, because if Sonic is actually dead, that's going to be interesting. So hopefully no more editing hiccups, recording hiccups, for now. Whoa, look at this place. Hey Tails, where are you? Exile, I'm over here. I think Amy's already gone ahead. It seems she's really excited. Some of my voices may change because I can't remember the voices I gave him. Did you need something from me? Yeah, just a question, really. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually hurt? He's laughing. Sonic doesn't go down so easily. He's on a train full of his friends and friends. Nothing would actually happen to him. We're just all really committed to the mystery for Amy. You have nothing to worry about, promise. Plus, Sonic likes to take a nap in a lot of strange places. He's fine. He's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. Is this really part of the murder mystery game, or is there something deeper going on? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. Can I tag along with you? If you don't mind, is it cool if it's tagging along? Oh, of course, sure. Now, if I ever need a snack, you've got me. Fair. As I said, the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum, though, just know it's because, where's my lore card? The last guy to work on a case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Eggman. Not a proper detective without baggage. This is true. You varmints? What are you all doing in my saloon? He's trying so hard to stay in character. Come on, Knucklehead. It's all good. Calm down. You're set. You're doing great. Knuckles, we're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. I can see that. Amy's moseyed through and told me all about it. Enough of that. Wonder how long he kept that voice up for Amy. We were wondering if you could tell us what you were up to before the murder. Anything to help us establish your alibi, and... Nope. I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's obviously agitated about something. But why take it out on us? I know better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. Exile, we need to figure out what Knuckles was up to while we were all apart. Let's investigate for clues and then interrogate. Right, let's do it. So, I actually like the hat. The hat is from Sonic CD, if anyone remembers Sonic CD, and that's so cool. If you don't know about Sonic CD, give that a go. You'll actually like it. The robotic arms here are really helpful. What's the arm doing to my hair? He fixed it up a bit. That's incredible. What? Interesting tech. Oh, should I fear for my job a little bit? How well can it microwave? Yes, leave the microwave out of this. It's my domain. You stay away from my microwave, damn it. It's my microwave. I'm the chef of this 5-star train. Stay out of my microwave. Some booze. Oh, I suppose it wouldn't be booze because it's like kids' games, so maybe like Coke or like ginger beer or something. I could leave, but I don't want to. Ah, the bowl of assorted nuts, the classic saloon snack. Is it though? Crunch, crunch, crunch. Kinda bland. Huh? Seems like someone licked off all the salt off of them. What? Blech, blech. Or maybe they're just unsalted. That's a good way of doing it. Exile, this is interesting. What is? It's just a few used cups. Sure, but why are there 3? Knuckles was really thirsty. Next one, Exile, this one has lipstick on the rim. That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone else must have been here. We should log this. Knuckles' color. Does Knuckles wear lipstick now? Jesus, I'd have to assume that's rouge. It's gotta be rouge, right? Like, cause It's always hinted in the games that either Shadow and Rouge have got a thing going, or Knuckles and Rouge do. And by that I mean a really good friendship. I don't think that woman could ever be tethered to anybody. I'm not shipping here. Breathtaking views. This train passes by so many incredible sights. I'm just happy to be traveling at a normal speed. I get nauseous pretty easily. I have to avoid things like roller coasters. Fun fact, so do I. The similarities are incredible. I don't mind roller coasters, though I find myself running on the tracks more than I do riding in the carts. You know, that's fair. I'll never understand this friend group. Yeah, you gotta be in it to know it. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check that. Sadly, this one is empty as well. I'm starting to think your theory on something always being hidden in the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. It's as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. I think Tails is ignoring me. You know what? There is going to be something in the trash. There's always something in trash cans. I don't care if this game makes me go through every trash can and to the point where it's like, oh, there was nothing in any of the trash cans. But I will find some. I will keep checking them. There's always something in a trash can. Always. A wanted poster for Omochow. Decent cash reward for finding this robot. Maybe I'll keep an eye out. Poor Omochow. I hate to see them like this. What'd they do? Medical malpractice. Interesting. Clearly we won't be able to give the game Super Monkey Ball a try. Do we think it broke when the train sped up? The damages look more like it's caused from punches. Who could have done that? That side glance. He knows what he did. What are you looking at me for? Smash the arcades out to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Knuckles and find out what really happened. That cycled. You know what you did. You be trying to play innocent. You know what you did. Thought I told you to leave me alone. I like your hat. He's all happy about it. Knuckles, are you blushing? I said, leave me alone. Doesn't look like he's used to being complimented. Did you just adjust your hat a bit so we could see it better? I said leave! Can I take your order? Not hungry. Well, if you ever are, you'll let me know, won't you? Sure. Like a butler of sorts, right? Come on, Exile, you're not a butler, tell him that. Yeah, like a butler. Excellent, thank you, butler. Dang it! That peer pressure! Thought I told you to leave me alone. Start interrogation. Ooh. Knuckles, Exile and I need to determine what you were doing during the last hour that the murder took place. I already told you to buzz off. You're not getting anything from me. Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. It is? Come on, Protag. You know better than that. We have evidence, too. We do? Exile, just take a good look at our inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? Well, duh, it was the arcade machine. The arcade machine? Ah! Makes you think I touched it. Going in for the Sonic minigame. Oh, they changed the color up. Nice. I like how they're using the saloon too. I'm pretty sure that's from not Sonic Origins, Sonic Mania. Which honestly, am I the only one that thinks Sonic Mania was kind of overrated? I liked it. I thought it was really, really good. I thought it had really good controls and really good level design. But it's just another 2D Sonic. Can we get over it? Like, come on. There comes a point now where the fandom is just becoming a bit too obsessed with what style Sonic's in. Yeah, 06 was bad. Fine. Forces, a lot of flaws. But we still had a lot of good 3D Sonics. We just got Frontiers, which was basically a 10 out of 10 game. For me personally, at least. And then we had Origins, which was a flop. So can we just move past it already? Like, if you like the 2D games, great. I'm very happy for you. Like the 3D games, great. But for those of us who are just like, can we move forward? Can we just move forward? over it. I'm over the nonsense. This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because... No, the arcade cabinet's covered in punches. Yeah, it's fancy. Yeah, cabinet's covered in punches. What evidence do you have that damages are punches? I mean, kind of look at it, dude. What are y'all staring at my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine, but why? I needed a punching bag, and none were available to me. Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer. How will you... I'm on it, Exile. Distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Bring it on! Are we gonna have like a different minigame, or is it gonna... Nah, it's the same minigame every time. Okay. I'm not gonna get this every time, because it's gonna repeat, and it's gonna get on my nerves eventually, but that's okay. It's the detective part that we're interested in. That's what we want. That's what we're interested in. That's what we care about. But hopefully we do find a different Game Gear game of some kind. The arcade machine is fixed. No, don't look at the scores. Quickly, look at the scores. I'm pulling it up now. Okay, what does this tell us? Nothing, obviously. You just missed the freaking high score and you punched it, dude. Come on, it's not rocket science. 7,500, 7,501. Come on. Tells us something massive. Look at the name at the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library card. Ugh. The picture is beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who would get the highest score, and Vector beat you. Ugh. And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. Ugh. He's punching the air in frustration. That sounds like Knuckles. You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here now. Okay, let's think and do the same minigame again. That was dumb. I'm getting hit. I'm getting hit a lot. I'm getting hit a lot, and I missed the goal. This is a lot tougher than it looks. Like, it looks so much easier, but then they start adding distractions, and that's when I get screwed up, because I'm never good with distractions. Because I know they're timed perfectly enough so that I can avoid them. But also another thing, why is it Sonic? I get it's a Game Gear, but like you could make the Pro Tag the thing there. Now Exile, what proves Vector was here with Knuckles? The cups. Why does Vector have lipstick? This one. No! I thought it was strange there was more than one cup sitting next to you. While you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoyed some drinks, playing arcade. It's not like that. It's not, I wasn't, don't tell Amy. I think we're on the right track here. It's as you say, Vector popped in at the top of the hour, wanting to play the arcade machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure out the game, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in, honest. I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I've already told an abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. Now that it's pointed out, yeah, they kinda do. They kinda really, really do. Well, that explains one of the used cups. What of the cup with the lipstick mark? Rouge was in here too. Called it! Look at Tails' face! Oh! Like, what? Why? Let's go. It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched around for something but failed, made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her a drink, apparently. Listen, I don't know why she showed up. I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not still satisfied? Will you two relent? Relent's kind of a confusing word for me. I'm understanding the scenario. Vector used to play games, visited to play games. Rouge couldn't find something and left. Then Knuckles destroyed the machine. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many questions. Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back on something I noticed. One more name on the high score doesn't make sense. Exile, can you take a look at one more time? An odd name on the high score list. What is Tails talking about? Toast, apple bread, ultimum. All the other names have food theme, but this one. So that's got to be Shadow, yeah, 'cause ultimate life form. Who here goes by Ultimate? You may not know, Exile, but there is someone here that goes by that title. The Ultimate Life Form. There's really someone here that goes by that? Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by. So Shadow was here too. He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Victor and I then fought to be Shadow's score. They're both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this look before he left. Shadow told me to lock the door and not to open it for anyone. Then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him. Saw no one else enter after locking the door. Is this gonna be like a... That's the honest truth. Is that gonna be like a... Shadow used Chaos Control to go to the car where Sonic was and then killed him. But not only that, he used Chaos Control to go to the captain's cabin and Chaos Control out of there to the dining car. Because of the speed we were reaching, he knocked the control panel. This is just an assumption. He knocked the control panel to make it go super fast so that when he Chaos Controlled into the dining car with Sonic, we would fall into the supply closet. Would make sense. It's too fast. We've got nowhere to grip onto. Even the chairs would fly back. So it would make sense that Shadow would know that. Then Chaos Controlled into the dining car. Either pretended to or actually hurt Sonic. Because Shadow's got a bad tendency to take things too far. Probably hurt Sonic. Then Chaos Controlled back. That way no one could get into Knuckles' car. That would then frame Knuckles for the murder of Sonic. Makes sense, doesn't it? So when Annie came through here, not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No, I think she has some sort of key too. That's right, the conductor gave her that special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened in the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors? And what was Rouge searching for? I don't know. They didn't tell me. Though I asked even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves. Ba-na-na-na. I guess that means we got everything out of Knuckles we can. More information than I expected to get there, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Speaking of, seems like mine's awake. Go to sleep. Hey Vector. Go to sleep. There we go. Just had to put him to sleep. Fair enough. The library's in the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever's KO'd Sonic an earful for me. Detective Tails and Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Exile. Let's head to the library. On it. This is way more exciting than the microwaving chili dogs. Exile! Coming. He's so excited. Ready to mosey down to the next car? You got it, partner. Onwards! He's so happy. He's always so happy. No matter what game he's in, he's always so happy. Oh, look at the little chow hanging there. That is a Forces reference, and God, they couldn't have picked an uglier version. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. So I'm guessing I'm dumping evidence. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already. God, that does hurt. Hang on, I got a glass of water for that. Woo! Already? Before you go, SBO and I wanted to give you a present. My presents? You're both too sweet, thank you. Victor, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Have you found any leads? I don't really want her following me around. I don't like doing female voices because I butcher them hard. Oh, the detective pair needs help from the birthday girl. She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. Oh, okay, my bad. I'm reading these without reading them, if that makes sense. This tip is just too juicy to ignore, so I'll see you around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. But how are you gonna leave? The door next to the car is locked. That is a terrible Vector impression. Bleh. I'm terrible with English today. Oh, don't doubt the birthday girl. The birthday girl has a master key. His voice is thrashing me right now. This is starting to really, really hurt. I'm getting really hoarse in my throat. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course it does. It's a birthday privilege. I'll solve this case before anyone else does. Bye! Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, I'm really tempted. He'll ask if anyone's hungry. Starved! I'd kill for a chicken parmesan right about now. This guy's got taste. Chicken parmies all day, every day. This guy's got good taste. Going down to the local Aussie pub and getting chicken parmies is the best thing you can do while you're in Australia. Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now. I'm Victor, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm SBO, the poet. Ah, poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Prowess? I'm gonna guess that's the word prowess. I don't know how to spell prowess. I'm gonna go prowess. Can I hear some? How about we don't? Sure, teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la, dee 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 dee. That's terrible. Even I'm terrible at poetry, but that's bad. Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Oh, that was me, sorry. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Oh, that voice is really hurting me. I really shouldn't destroy my voice, because there is a thing about that. You shouldn't really... You should do vocal exercises before you do voices, because, man, it will butcher your throat, and it's starting to hurt already. So I think next time I do this, I'm going to do some vocal exercises, because this is hurting. Exile and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh, sure! I'm going to try and do it that way. It's simple. We were just explaining this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this Lambert car, where Amy told me and SBO to stay. I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep. Oh, it's hurting. Where was Rouge? My voice is... Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup in the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Oh, they're moving it. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way," at the brochure stand over there. But she left and went back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the doors. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. Is nobody concerned that Shadow's just randomly locking doors and walking through crane cars? No one seems to be the wiser. Everyone seems to be like, oh no, that's just Shadow. Seriously? It couldn't be more obvious the Chaos Control power right now. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through to the casino car. Then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Thank you! Finally, someone's picking up on that. Thank you! Oh my god. Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by playing rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to get the casino car again, locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car, where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back... Oh, that's the wrong voice. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. Ah. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it alright. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector and SPI couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Why does he have keys? Thank you both for your cooperation. We were just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you. And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I've got you covered. Thanks, guys. Their alibi seems solid enough, though we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they were doing and saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post and determine if SPO was actually in the library car reading. He was reading. He was doing the reading. My voice right now. He was reading. A tall task, but I think we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Oh, Vector's just listening to music, all casual like. That's what he does. Why is there a knocked over crooked thingy? Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, brochures! There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Ooh! Exile, look at this! There's a couple of maps here. This seems to be a map of the library card. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Library map is added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. That's another thing too, because there was a zone. There was, I can't remember what it was called, but there was a zone. I think it was in Sonic 2 or 3 that never got seen again, and it was like had emeralds in it and stalactites. People just don't talk about it anymore, unless you're a diehard fan of that game and you're begging for it to come back. But I don't think we ever will, sadly. But we do need more cave levels. Like if Sonic Frontiers gets the DLC I want to see caves. I want to see more open sprawling like forest, or like we technically got open fields, not forests. So I'd like a forest with like trees and like jumping around like in Sonic Adventure 2, or like a city or something, because we kind of got plains, desert, then we had sort of plains again, and then plains again. We didn't really get a grand variety of things in Frontiers, so I'd like to see more, if possible. Or maybe a sky zone. That'd be cool. Something in the air. That'd be really cool. Right, hang in there. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below it reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really need to see that. Tails, calm down. This little chow's hanging in there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's a fact of life right there. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster, right? To be fair, it's not off. I have found that, I'm 28 now, and I can honestly say that if you found the easy way to do something, there's no point in doing it. It's like, rip it off with a band-aid. You know, when it comes to like, anything, any decision to be made as an adult, just rip it off. And if you're a teenager now, and you're like, what's the word? Like you procrastinate a lot. Stop it. I am still procrastinating. I'm trying to stop procrastinating a lot more now. But if you procrastinate a lot, just rip off the band-aid. Stop trying to find the easy way. Stop trying to find a cheat. Stop trying to go, oh, I can find the best way to do it. I can do all of it without doing any hard work. Stop it. Because you won't appreciate it. Do the hard work and you'll appreciate everything you have more. Trust me on this. Books on the floor. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. These spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. He is really adorable. I love him. But that bin. It's a bin. It's a bin. I'm going to find something. There's always something hidden in the trash. Let's check that. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. I really thought there was going to be something there. Exile, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Exile, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Well, technically it was. You got a compliment from Tails. Tails is awesome. Hey, Mr. Pickles from Unleashed. Nice. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books, but Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is alphabetically ordered. But this one... It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but this is interesting. Let's make note of this. Mirage Express around the inventory. Was Rouge looking for the man rule because she wants to steal the train? It really wouldn't shock me if that's what Rouge is doing. It's just bright red book. Oh yuck, this reeks of the evil science Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any books here. Books he's written. It's weird that this is even here. You know, the robotic hand isn't a giveaway. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. To be fair, that wouldn't shock me. There's a song I listen to on YouTube. It's on Spotify now. I think it's just called Eggman, and it's done by the people who made Big Bad Bosses. I think that's actually what they call Big Bad Bosses. And it's like a Fiesta-style song about Eggman talking about him making all different kinds of omelets. It's just really funny to me. A globe of our marvelous planet. I am really hungry. I don't know if you can hear my stomach grumbling in the microphone, but I'm starving. I haven't traveled around much. These islands are fun and all, but I'd like to visit some of them countries. They're a lot of fun. Honestly, plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia. Spagonia. If you've ever been there. I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor McCoy. So it's from Unleashed. So I do remember. So yes, it is. Spagonia was real, and I remembered, and I'm great for it. I'm awesome. Well, I'm not, but I'm awesome. He'll teach you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich. There's not a zone, though. I did get that. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. This group knows everyone. Has been everywhere, haven't they? Yes, they have. So why is the rafter Chaos Cola? Check out our book club. Yeah, let's go Chaos Cola. I like that. That's cool. Table. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are comfy. So plush. It puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes here a bit. Exile, no, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my naps. Wait, am I the murderer all along? Bum bum bum. Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling to clean up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up the mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. So, I don't have anyone else to talk to but Vector and SBO, so I'll go SBO first, because that's not as bad on my voice. Fancy a poem? Poem about space. Give me space. Oh, it's the Chow! That's so cute! Oh, that's so cool, and they're themed! Oh, this is such a big deal for me! I didn't notice it before! This is such a big deal. Okay, so I believe that's Peacock. That's Phoenix, which was the rare one in Sonic Adventure 2. So in Sonic Adventure 2, you had the option to have a Chow garden. You didn't have to do it. It was just something you could do in between levels to break up, so to have a chill out for a bit. And they were so cute and amazing. And that's an Angel Chow for some reason with the jagged teeth, which doesn't make sense because Angel Chow didn't have the teeth. But like that's a seal, I believe, because of the flippers. And it has the egg on its head. You could do that. You could get, if you hatch them from eggs. If you toss the egg, or just eventually shake the egg, eventually it will hatch. I had just tossed them because I was a kid, and I'm like, animal cruelty. No, I didn't think about it was animal cruelty. I thought it was the only way to hatch them. But if you give them the eggshell, they will put it on their head. Same with things like pumpkins. You can give them items or pop them on their heads. But this is so cute, and you could raise as many as you wanted. If you made hero ones by playing a Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, you could put them in the hero garden. You'd eventually unlock it, and then there's the evil garden, which you could get by using Shadow, Rouge, and Eggman. And it was just so cute. And the Phoenix one I love so much because that's the one I mainly liked. I had a dark version of the Phoenix. Oh, that's so nice. That's actually warmed me quite a bit. I've made it up to space with my beloved antique vase. But a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace, so my antique I must now replace. What caused you to drop the vase? I don't read too deeply, it's just about... He hasn't thought it through, has he? And so, what'll it be? Poem about trains. That's so cute. A locomotive in motion. I think I've lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. Thanks. I actually really like that one. Huh? Can I take your order? I have a poem about this. My starved stomach babbled, though I ignored the grumbling tummy. For the eggs I've reached are scrambled. When I ask, my eggs are sunny. Oh wow, we don't serve any eggs on the train though. My talent is wasted on you lot. I like him a lot. So, is there anything else? Because I didn't have to talk to Knuckles before to get the evidence, so is there something I've missed? I'm just gonna quickly check over here as well. Professor Pickle. The Eggman book. I can't click on the bookcase anymore. kiosk. Okay, we'll talk to Vector now. Did you bring me any of the meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. You actually tried to bring a knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity. Tails, without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the killer. I'm gonna say killer because murderers take too long for me. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Nothing like cold cuts on a cold case. Let me know if you need any good butchering. I still feel like I'm missing something here. Does this change if I change the something? I already did the globe, didn't I? So what am I missing? Am I gonna check out the Eggman book again? Reads of Eggman, always biography and recipes, yada yada. Can I interrogate him? Oh, what? Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going in the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock is added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and SBO to find out what really happened. Interrogate. So, the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Exile and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if SBO really was reading in the library car. Vector, what's up with you? Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present the evidence if need. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What? You know, that's a fair point for Vector. I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered from Knuckles. Then what brings our attention to you, SBO? Rouge entered the library car, found something, and then left. You said you immediately started reading. But were you actually reading the entire time? You were in the library car? Of course he was! Once SBO starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. Must have been a good read. What was the book? SBO doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what book that might be. Exile, could you help me out? Alright, Exile, what book do you think SBO is reading? I want to say the autobiography, but it's clearly not an option, so I'm going to go Raj Smith. A manual? You think SBO was reading instructions? Oh, I really need to eat. What argument could you possibly have to support this? Oh, it's bigger! Okay, yeah, I like this. I'm liking this more now because it's getting bigger. Because they're changing it up enough. Oh, why is that red? That's why it's red. Gotcha. Easy as. Because they're alphabetically sorted, and one wasn't, and that was the only one that wasn't. There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelf were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SBL. Hey now! I want to have you insulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, SBO. A butcher and a poet, friendship can form anywhere. That is, indeed, the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Exile, if you don't mind? Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz SBO on the manual if he reads it. Which page should I quiz him on? 362. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping them trained spotless? Robotic arms during the event so they could perform a variety of tasks and are respondable for cleaning the trash up afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train could clean itself, though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought into the train, ensuring passengers' safety. Seems like SBO aced that question. Exile him with another one. Oh, okay, which page should I choose? 15. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Excel. See if SBO can get 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page should I pick last? 402. What was implemented to support the conductor's duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travels for the guests. I remember this. The train is an autopilot, but it can't access the full suite of capabilities without the conductors present. Now, did I pass your little test? Yep, I'm not reading out more. Totally. It's wild that you were able to retain all this information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. These answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we could. SBO, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading. Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. We have evidence to back it up. Exile? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Exile, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who saw SBO reading, but what? This one. Shadow's lock. Please pray tell what this has to do with anything. We're up, Exile. Let's get our argument together. Okay, minigame time. It's getting faster too, so I don't like this. That was dumb. Consider my time wasted. Let's give it another go, Exile. Hey, 50. Alright, come on. Well, they're doing the double whammies on me now. Gotcha. 50 rings, boy. This is cool. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score for the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't a high score long. Crocs are natural gamers. SBO said that he saw Shadow into the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SBO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and SBO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, It was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in the book, and I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense SBO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment were you really in the library car at all? But how would SBO leave? Shadow locked the doors and no one saw SBO in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Exile. One that I would love for SBO to solve. You've got to be kidding me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book I didn't notice Shadow pass by. Passed back through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. Ichiyo. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, SBO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was SBO simply sitting, reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow in the library car? Return to the library car. What should I do? I don't know. Because, like, SBO's a ninja. So, like, if he lets someone slip by him, that'd be pretty damn embarrassing. So we'll join in Tails, though. No, I can't interrupt Tails when he's onto something. I'll let him continue this line of questioning and... Exile, my favorite beloved employee, please. Protect the passengers on board this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued. That is not what you said. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails, we have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and SBO couldn't have seen each other? The layout. Alright, let's get my thoughts in order. I'm gonna guess that SBO must have been, like, hidden somewhere. I'm actually really loving this minigame thing. Oh, I missed. The shadow on this thing isn't great. What? 56 rings. Now I just gotta focus on not getting hit. The library map. Oh, I see. See, the exits. They're right across from one another. A straight path. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way SBO and Shadow couldn't have seen each other. Looks like you have a point out. Looks like you'll have to point out where on the map you mean. Where SBO could have been for Shadow not to see him. Right there. That's a bookcase. I think Shadow would have noticed if SBO was climbing one of those. Library card. Shoot. Shadow doesn't see SBO. There. I screwed it up. Because I didn't see the bookcase in front. I thought it was just something else. Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, SBO was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and SBO couldn't have seen each other, one another from this spot, because a bookcase was in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen SBO or vice versa. Makes a lot of sense when you never mention Shadow's return, SBO. There's just no way you could have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping desperate, despite telling you the truth. But I'm glad you believe me now. Your alibi is still the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise. I could use a breather. Oh man, these voices are starting to kill me, man. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door in the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Victor and HBO. Give 'em heck! And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for the both of you. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting not locked. Tick-tock-tock, tick-tick-tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. That didn't rhyme. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Exile, let's see what's next. Coming. Okay. This episode has gone on way too long, so I'm going to end it here. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I appreciate everyone sticking you through for this, considering this is like a nearly hour-long video. I will catch you guys in the next one, because man, that hurt. I'm going to take a breather and just have some time to myself, because I'm also going to be doing another series. This one was supposed to be for a friend, so you'll be seeing that one soon. And I'm going to keep that one a secret. Alright, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.